You don't know what a kit is, but you want to know what a kit is. Gunplapedia.
Dragon Gundam. Dragon Gundam is the Neo-China mobile fighter representative from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. So in the world of Future Century, global warfare is a thing of the past. Instead of ruining the planet with wars and guns and tanks and fortresses and forces, instead, every 4 years, every nation that can afford it sends down a mobile fighter Gundam representative to try to beat the crap out of the others. And whoever wins that battle royale, where Earth is the ring, gets control of the Earth sphere for the next 4 years. The Dragon Gundam is Neo-China's entry for the 13th Gundam fight. Piloted by Sai Saishi, the young heir of the Shaolin Temple. Not quite what he used to be. His grandfather was a Gundam fighter back in the 4th Gundam fight, and he's looking to try to regain some of that family honor. So China puts their best technology, funding, and dragons forward to make the Dragon Gundam. Notable features of the Dragon Gundam is the dragons. They're all over the place. Look at it. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's a few down here. There's a secret one I can't show you right now, but it's chock full of dragons. That's represented best in the extendable flamethrower arms, a concept that got reused for Shenlong and Wing, which lets Sai Saishi not only grapple and attack opponents at a range, but also flambe them. The other key feature being the Feilong flags. That little spear it's using is actually a multi-section staff that can emit a beam from its tip, which can not only be used for stabbing, but can also be thrown out and planted. These flags can then become obstacles in the battlefield for his opponents, or his favorite techniques is make a ring of them around his opponents, trapping them inside, and just burning the whole thing up. In-game, it's kind of a weird skill. You can plant these down, as many as your heart desires, though they are a little bit of a cooldown, and as soon as they make contact with an opponent, they'll do a small amount of damage, and stun them for a pretty healthy couple seconds. Now the awkward thing is, more often than not, thanks to the actual good targeting in the game, you're just going to hit the guy with them, which makes it a stun with a weird lob that doesn't quite punish you for missing, since they can still walk into them or be used as traps and combo extenders. Really unique thing. The other unique feature of those flamethrowers are not so great. Flamethrowers in general in this game are categorized as a special option, and despite dealing prominence damage, which if I turn off invulnerability here real quick, it's supposed to be a form of burn damage over time, it's percentage based on their current HP, not their max HP. So while it will do a decent amount, a couple ticks while they're at higher health, it quickly turns into nothing. On top of that, the hitboxes are incredibly awkward. You need to be at a very specific range to properly get the full effect out of it. Too close, you can sail right by it. One of the other really neat things about Dragon is that braid sporting on the head, which is actually a flexible blade that Sai Saishi can use to whip around and slice people up hands-free. The option part associated with it, braided sword down here, is somehow a full-on combo string built into one button, with individual ground combos, air combos, hold actions. It's just a one-button martial arts skill without having to equip the martial arts weapon. A lot of love was put into Dragon for this game, a lot more than others like Bolt, who's a newcomer. Someone's definitely a fan on the staff. Dragon, like the other Shuffle Alliance members, also contain its own hyper mode. This displays its crest, turns it into a glowing gold, gives it the standard hyper mode buffs, attack power, reaction speed, move speed, and pretty much nothing else. The hyper modes of G Gundam have a awkward effect that if you use them as a holographic part, that little symbol appearing will appear for the entire duration of the holographic part. So if you don't want an ace of clubs glowing and growing out of your torso, you can probably find better hyper trances to utilize. Like the other G Gundam Gundams, it also includes a burst action. You can activate by entering Awakening, which is the Shin Ryusei Kakoken. A flying drop kick after striking a butterfly pose in the sky that guarantees to part out any enemy you hit with it. If you can hit with it. Truth be told, that travel distance is pretty damn slow. It does have a small radius on it, so if you're lucky enough, you can get quite a few people in one little burst. You still got to kind of line it up right, or else, that'll happen. You'll waste your entire bar. Dragon definitely got off better than some of the other G Gundam kits in the game. Despite being newcomers, Maxter and Bolt don't feel like they have the same amount of attention and love put into them. Maxter's probably a close second. But for the money, despite some people thinking it's, just repeated ideas with Shenlong, this is probably the coolest one we got.